Alright, there we go. Sunshine. God, gotta be 70 something already. It's like 10 in the morning. Sweating like crazy. Light wind. It rained a little bit yesterday, but look at this, is like all starting to dry out pretty good. So now it's just soft. But since we did start this, we wanted to get this put in place, and it feels like we're gonna do a couple sections a day, so it's not overtaxing, and we have time to build our rectangle sections. I have to find some boards for that. So I think we're gonna pull this out, trench 1.5 inches, because those are 2x4s, and then lay it back down so the boards sit right on top, so it should only be like 1 inch above the ground level. So let's try it. Okay, there's our first one. So down low, you can kind of see it's. I'm going to put a little bit of wood chips. And as I say, the bugs are starting to come out, and they're fucking annoying. Just going to put some wood chips along the edge to make a transition. And that's kind of sitting there pretty good. Dirt's going to go on our dirt pile for another project we have. And I think next one we do, we're going to put the dirt right on the cart, because I have to move it down the trail a bit instead of shoveling it twice. Yeah, so I think that was a good first one. Do I want to try a second one? I don't know. Yeah, so, you know, I like projects, right? Projects have a beginning, a middle, and an end. So the beginning of this project was doing all the calculations and figuring out the geometry and making some prototypes to see how they fit. So now we kind of know that this is like the middle of the project, where like we just got to do it, right? We got to, you know, pace ourselves, put these in, make a few more, put them in. It's probably going to take like a week or so, instead of doing it all in one day and hurting muscles and joints. So, whoa, the shovel has spoken. All right, so we need some more wood to make rectangular sections for our geometry. And the intent always, well, in the last 5 years, has been to use up this wood and remove this and return it to its originally scheduled habitat. And I do have some room here for things I don't use, but I think I'm going to take some of those boards and rip them, and I'm going to pull up whatever good boards I have here and cut them and use them. Let's give it a try. So 6 pieces, and that's probably 12 foot. So that's 3, 22. Okay, if I can get 3 out of each, and there's 2, that's 6 boards. I'll rip that. Is it 2x6, so 5.5, so I get like 2, probably 2.5 inch, which should be all right So I can make one rectangular section out of this, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, I think I'm going to put these boards over there, because instead of taking them in the basement and using the table saw and the miter saw, I think I'm going to use my cart here and my fixture and a chainsaw instead of a miter saw. And I think I'm going to use, I got some sawing to do, so when I open that up, I'm going to rip those 2x6s in half using the sawmill, and then I can assemble them right here, unless the bugs get too bad, and then I'm going to take it back up to the house. But it sure is easier cutting out here than trying to haul things through my house into the basement, the other end of the house to saw it, and the saw is too freaking heavy for me to drag into the garage, so I think that's what we're going to try.